So there's a lot to say
Mm-hmm.
about AI. I think that also recently I made a tweet around that I believe that brand marketing will be a great differentiator in an AI content heavy world. Brand marketers who think they can operate without AI will struggle, and not just for brand marketing. Obviously, in that particular context, I was talking about a specific scenario and event, but I think that generally across everything that we'll do, there's going to be very much need for AI for you to be able to scale what you do, for you to be able to do what you do. I'm in a group of digital marketers that are building their career on across different places in the UK, Canada, and I think Ireland as well. One of the conversations we're having recently is that we see that we're living in a world again where it's a generalist world, and what that means is that you can't just be a writer that won't do it anymore. You have to be a writer that knows different areas of writing, different types of
Mm-hmm.
writing, and then how can you leverage AI to be able to scale your content? You can't be wasting 6 months again to produce a research, right? You can use AI to scale that down and be able to produce content. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are very AI agnostic and
Mm-hmm.
AI generated content agnostic. But human beings react to change differently. But what generally happens is human psychology and human behavior changes, and then you begin to find out that people are a bit more accepting of certain things. So far, it solves their problem. I
Yeah.
mean, people are using AI now to create their entire knowledge base so that
Mm-hmm.
content marketers don't waste time. Their documentation for the product, there's Q and A's and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and they plug it in, and in a couple of hours the entire knowledge base is created for a
Yeah.
product with the brand voice and all of that. So I think that AI is critical in every area of marketing. For the particular scenario I was talking about, I was stressing that content creation is really great, but in a very AI content heavy
Mm-hmm.
world, one of the things that brands can then do is to leverage their creativity, the insights that they have about their industry, about their product. If you look at what Coinbase is doing with the adverts that they've been churning out around their point of view on crypto versus traditional money recently, you would see that that is standing them out as a crypto brand versus other things. I also know that recently, I think it was this gig platform, Fiverr. They launched a campaign sometime last year, and they were sort of saying that nobody really cares whether you use AI to do the job or you don't use AI. What they care is that you get the job done, and obviously you produce quality and original work. And what that means will differ for different people. So I think that. AI is here to help. AI would affect certain areas of
Mm-hmm.
the job, but you're the professional. You know what your value is. You know the value that you bring. So the question for you is, how can I leverage this
Yeah.
tool? How can I
True.
leverage this
True.
technology, use it in a still
Yeah.
very creative way, and to deliver value both to your organization and to the customers that they
Yeah,
serve.
for real. I'm heavy on the fact that it's going to become a generalist word again, and not about niche. So just, I am an arts person, because I kind of see the way Facebook are handling AI now. The intention of Facebook as Meta as
Yeah.
a company is that in the nearest future you should be able to just input, oh, I want to sell shoes to my customer and I want to run ads. My customers are in the UK. They are female, they are ladies, and
Yeah.
that is it. And this the Meta AI would be able to create your creative for you, just by you supplying the images, they create the videos, and then that's it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing, because everybody will be able to just run ads. But you, as a Meta art specialist, you should be thinking ahead right now that look, it's gonna go way more than I can't remain like this.
Absolutely. Even even for the company
Yeah,
I presently work, we serve the automotive market. And what we do
uh,
is similar, right? So you produce images for cars, and it turns them into video ads that can be used across website
um,
marketplaces for paid ads across different platforms, whether it is Facebook, Google, and all of that. So that is
already.
happening already
Um,
across different segments. It's now whether you're a paid specialist, whether you're a designer, whether you are a marketing person to say, hey, how can I leverage this tool to be able to scale content for my organization, to be able to scale impact, in the market for the business. And I think that's really
do
what
you
it's about.
believe this will reduce jobs by 30%, according to dealer projection? It said it's going to reduce entry level jobs by 30%.
I know you're enjoying this episode. So click on the subscribe button. Click on it. Also, please share this episode with somebody, just one person that will find this helpful. Cheers.
So I think that I don't know what the percentage is, and I think that as we go on, we will begin to
Mm,
find what that is. I know the Deloitte
yeah.
report that you're talking about that says that by 2030 AI will reduce
Mm,
entry level jobs. I think that it's important for professionals to stay ahead. Whether you're learning, whether you're currently using it in your workflows, whether you are at the early stage of your career or you are at the later stage of your career, I think that use AI to enhance the work you do. Use AI to increase your reach. Use AI for you to be able to deliver work faster. Use AI for you to be able to do so much more in the shorter time that you
mm,
used to do less. And I think that that's what will stand you out as professionals. Obviously, a couple of years ago, while I was working at Jobberman, one of the things that became a theme for very early stage careers is that working in customer service is becoming
mm,
back then, this is a bit over
true.
6 7 years ago, was becoming heavily automated, was becoming heavily moved to call centers where so many people are serving one brand, doing different things. So there's no sort of a career growth path in that industry. That is happening again. We see that, for example, Canva has given everybody in marketing the tools for them to be able to create design. And like you said earlier on, which is something I like, which is that you're the designer in the company, you're the brand guide, you understand design and all of that. You can go into these different tools and create templates, right? Template for sales enablement to ensure that when sales is communicating to clients that they're prospecting, they're using the brand, they're saying the right things in the right way, they're putting the
Mm,
designs in the right way, because this little these things,
true.
these very little things, can make or mar a deal, especially when you work in the B2B space where someone
Mm,
looks at your brand doesn't feel premium, it doesn't feel believable. So I think that regardless of where you find yourself, what that job is, adapting your career and the career strategies that you're growing your career. Obviously, the impact of AI across different markets will
true.
differ.
True.
Some of it is going to be a
Mm,
lot heavier. Some of them, the impact will reach them a bit later on. I don't think that with the integrity and the research that Deloitte, the likes of
yeah.
Deloitte, they churn out, on different things that are happening in the world. I think that it will be somewhere around
Mm,
those stats, whether be even way even beyond
yeah.
entry level jobs. I think one of the things that we're going to be seeing both in marketing and non-marketing roles is the redesigning of
Mm,
JDs to begin to understand how is AI impacting this role, what else can we
true.
create newly for this person to be able to handhold AI to be able to deliver value and impact is what I really see
Good,
happening
good,
here.
awesome, awesome, Princewill. You've been in marketing for
Thank
13
you.
years. Am I right?
10, from a 9 to 5 perspective, 10 years this year,
Wow,
March this
that's
year. Yeah.
that's that's awesome. Would you say, yeah,
Thank you.
as a marketing person, what do you think the stack should look like when it comes to applying AI to your role? For example, I focus on e-commerce. I focus on e-commerce. I'm a digital marketing
Mhm.
person. How do you think I should be using AI in my everyday life? Do you think as a product marketer, do you think I should start thinking of being more of a design? Should I be learning more design? Should I be learning more writing? Instead of just being, oh, I'm a strategist person, I'm just a strategist. I don't do any execution, I just strategize. Do you think I should start picking up AI to learn these new other skills?
Yeah, I even think that, regardless of your role, obviously context will differ. For example, if you're an e-commerce person, you should be using AI to analyze your ads. You should be using AI to analyze your copy. You should be using AI to analyze the results of your campaign. You should be using AI to analyze your landing pages even before they go live, as they are live. You should be using AI to see what AI tools are there for me to be able to present different landing pages, because maybe the copy for buy now will differ across different
Mm,
age segments. Maybe the description of what you're selling and the impact of that to the different countries. So, say for example, you have a particular product that meets certain things or that needs certain requirements in certain region. How can you leverage AI to be able to know that if someone is visiting you from this location, this is a landing page for you to present to that person, and it's smart and it delivers and ensures that you reduce your bounce rates,
mm,
you have better buying. How can you leverage AI to do dynamic pricing? If a product is worth more to somebody and you're showcasing a different value to them, how can you use AI to understand who that visitor or that client is and be able to deliver value? And there's so much more that you can use to do with AI. If you're a product person, that will differ. Even if you're just a strategist
mm,
as a product person, how are you using AI to do your research, to understand your customer segments, how their psychology is changing, to analyze the results
mm,
around your product? Whether you learn a bit more different skills so that you can be able to deliver your value depends on what industry is and what the demand on the individual and that role is in that industry. But I think that the ultimate advice is to pay attention to what is really happening in my industry. Where is So there's this concept about following the money, and the concept about following the money is that where is the investment in the industry going, either from the business, either from political or economical value? Where is the investment going, and how does this impact my role? Is something that you should be looking at. But I think that across every role, people should be asking themselves, how can AI help me do this better? How can I, deliver better value with this? It's a
brilliant.
non-issue to be honest.